In today's video, we shall look at a few problems associated with capacitors in circuits. Problem 1. A capacitor with capacitance 4 microfarad is connected to a 10-volt battery. Find the charge on the capacitor. What voltage battery would be required to store a charge of 7.5 times 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb on that capacitor? So what we have here is a 4 microfarad capacitor, and it is connected to a 10-volt battery, like that. So the charge on the capacitor, Q, can be evaluated from the following equation, CV. C is the capacitance of that capacitor, and V is the voltage across the plates of the capacitor. So in this particular case, the capacitance is 4 microfarad. So 4 times 10 to the power minus 6 farad, that is, the voltage is 10 volts. And you're going to get 4 times 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb for the charge. For part B, what voltage battery would be required to store this much coulomb on the same capacitor? So again, you can use the same equation. Now you want to store a charge of 7.5 times 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb on the plates. The capacitance is 4 microfarad, like that, and voltage can be determined. Doing the calculation, you will get the voltage to be 18.75 volts for part B. Problem 2. Two capacitors are connected in series between the terminals of a 12-volt battery. So assume the 12-volt battery is like that, and you have two capacitors connected in series in this manner. The capacitance are 12 microfarad and 24 microfarad respectively. So let's assume this is 12 microfarad capacitor and this is 24 microfarad capacitor. If that is the case, find the equivalent capacitance of the system, the magnitude of charge stored on each plate of either capacitor, and the voltage across 12 microfarad capacitor and voltage across the 24 microfarad capacitor. So let's do part A, the equivalent capacitance. Now you have two capacitors and they are connected in series. So to find the equivalent capacitance, you need to use the following equation. So 1 over the equivalent capacitance is 1 over the capacitance of the first capacitor, 12 microfarad, and 1 over the capacitance of the second one. Making the denominator equal, you get 2 plus 1, which is 3 over 24. So that would make the equivalent capacitance to be 8 microfarad. So the answer for part A is 8 microfarad. Part B, the magnitude of charge stored on each plate. Now these capacitors are connected in series. So the charge here must be the same as the charge there. And that charge, whatever the value is, must be the same as the charge on a capacitor with capacitance equivalent to 8 microfarad. So since we can reduce the above circuit into a circuit with just a single capacitor with capacitance 8 microfarad, the charge on this one must be the same as the charge on this and therefore on that. So all we have to do is to determine the charge on this capacitor. So the charge on that equals to the equivalent capacitance times the potential difference across that equivalent capacitance, which in this case is 12 volt. So it's 8 microfarad, 8 times 10 to the power minus 6 times 12 volt. And the answer is 9.6 times 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb. Next, let's determine the voltage across the 12 microfarad capacitor and also the voltage across 24 microfarad capacitor. Now we know the charge contained in these capacitors have been determined from part B. So the voltage across the 12 microfarad capacitor equals to the charge in that 12 microfarad capacitor over its capacitance, which is 12 microfarad. So the charge is 9.6 times 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb, and the capacitance is 12 microfarad, 12 times 10 to the power minus 6 farad, and you will get 8 volts. If the voltage across this capacitor is 8 volts, the voltage across that capacitor has got to be 4 volts. Only then, when you sum them up, you get 12 volts. So there we have it. For part D, the answer is 4 volts. And that solves the problem. Problem 3. Find the equivalent capacitance between points E and F for the combination of capacitors shown below. All capacitances are in microfarad. Find also the charge on this 4 microfarad capacitor if a 12-volt battery is connected across between points E and F. So let's simplify the circuit. First, you have to combine these two capacitors. They are in parallel. So to combine them, you just sum up the capacitances and you get 4 microfarad. 1 plus 3 is 4. Likewise, you can also combine these two first to give you an equivalent capacitance of 9 microfarad. So the resulting circuit would look like this. So you have point E branching into two capacitors, 1 and 2. Come back, so that is point F, and at the bottom branch you have one capacitor followed by the 9 microfarad capacitor. So this is 9 microfarad, this is 9, which you get by combining this and this. This will be 4, and this one will be 4, which you obtain by combining 1 and 3. We note this is point E and this is point F. The third step is to combine the two 4s and the two 9s. That's going to give you a circuit with just two capacitors, one on top branch and the other one is at the bottom branch, like that. E, F. Now the value of the top capacitor is given by combining two capacitors in series. So you have 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4, which is half. By inverting that, you get a capacitor with 2 microfarad. This capacitor is obtained by combining two 9 microfarad capacitors in series. So 1 over 9 plus 1 over 9 is 2 over 9. Inverting that, you get 4.5 microfarad. Now the final step, that is obtained by combining these two guys, which are in parallel connection to each other. So that's going to give you a single capacitor with equivalent capacitance of 2 plus 4.5. It is so because they are connected in parallel. So the final equivalent capacitance of this entire circuit is therefore 6.5 microfarad. The second part, find the charge on this 4 microfarad capacitor if you have a 12-volt battery connected across the points E and F. The charge on this 4 microfarad capacitor must be the same as the charge on this 4 microfarad capacitor, because this is obtained by combining these two capacitors, and the combination of 1 and 3 microfarad capacitors are in series with the original 4 microfarad capacitor. And the charge on this or that must be the same as the charge on this 2 microfarad capacitor, because this is obtained by combining the top two 4 microfarad capacitors. So to conclude, in order to determine the charge on this, all you need to do is to find the charge on this, on the third diagram. So the charge on that 2 microfarad capacitor equals to the capacitance of that capacitor, in this case is 2 microfarad, times the potential across the plates of that 2 microfarad capacitor, in this case between E and F, and we know that to be 12 volts, so times 12 volts, and that will turn out to be 2.4 times 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb. So there we have it. This is also the charge on that capacitor. Thank you for watching.